We're going to go ahead and fix our problems with this with the mates here, and actually this is going to be pretty easy. All we're going to do is we're going to just select all of these, delete them, and it's going to yes to all. And all right, so everything's good now except well, we're all loosey-goosey here, and nothing is now connected together. So we're going to go ahead and reconnect everything. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the back piece, and we're actually going to mate the rear rail, and we're going to actually mate that uh, to the full coordinates on the ultimate coordinates on the assembly, and that'll just kind of make things nice for us in the future. Now it seems like okay. So what's happening here is this this guy is actually fixed, and so what we're going to do, the first thing that we're going to do is float that. Okay. All right. So everything's just kind of is kind of floating now. So what we're going to do is we're going to click this guy, and we're going to mate this. And so actually we're not going to mate the face though. We're going to clear that, and we're going to mate the front plane for the front plane for the overall assembly, and the front plane of the back support. So not that one. Go ahead and collapse there. And front plane. There we go. Okay. Then we're going to do the same thing with the top plane and the top plane. Okay. And then the right plane and the right plane. Okay. That piece now has become our anchor. This piece is the is right where it should be. That's where that place is. It's centered and in all the axes directions, and so that's a good thing. So we're going to go ahead and mate this guy next, and as you know, we're going to mate that to here. Whoops. Yeah, this scroll wheel gets away from me. Okay. And I think the problem that we were dealing with before is we just we made changes and we got some circular dependencies going on. So not a big deal. We could recover from that. Okay, well, are we off to a bad start already? There we go. All right, there's the first one. And then let's just go ahead and do a side first. We'll go ahead and select that guy right there in the front. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to mate this to the master right here, and that just make things easier. Then back to my favorite mate, my whoops, not the mechanical, the advanced mate and the width. Now you might be asking me at this point, well, hey, why don't you just mirror these components? And actually, thinking about it right now, I think that's a pretty good idea. It means for less mates, it means for a simpler assembly. And so you know what? I think that that's actually I think that actually might be worth doing at this point. So here's what we're going to do: is we're going to go ahead and we're going to delete this guy, and we're going to delete this guy, and we're going to go ahead and finish mating things up, and then we're going to add these two pieces into our mirroring. So I think that this will work out well. So and this time, now you don't always have to do this. You don't always have to mate to the uh, to your your master or whatever. But if you can, it makes good design sense too. Uh, Now I'm going to do this just for plain convenience, but I'm going to mate this corner right here and this corner right here and make them coincident. And then of course we're going to go ahead and just mate this guy to this surface right here. And there it is. Okay. Now we're going to go, let's see here. Let's go ahead and we're going to mate this guy to our vertical surface right there. Now that is just a parallel. We're not going to tell it to be coincidence because that'll be a problem. Then we're going to mate cylinder right there. And guess what? We're good to go on that one. Let's see here. We're going to go ahead and fix that too. And last but not least, whoops, didn't wasn't in my mating mode. And you may ask, okay, well, how can we do a width mate on this one since we don't have that other rail? Well, quite simple actually. And there it is. Bingo. All right, there we go. Now we got everything we need except for the other two rails, but we're going to go ahead and open up our mirror. And that looks good. All right, so just like that, now all of a sudden we have less components in our tree, and it's just a lot cleaner. And and sometimes you think of these things ahead of time, sometimes you don't. But now it looks like for some reason that's highlighted. I bet you the reason for that, well, no, is our front support. There we go. Okay, There it is. We are fixed, and we are finally ready to continue again. I'm going to do a save all, and I will see you in the next video.